Hello. I was inspired to make this video by Riri Phillips and Angela Benedict. If you're into the goth subculture and watch a lot of YouTube, you probably heard of those names. As you can see, I'm not necessarily what one would call goth. So why am I making this video? Well, I do have a huge interest in the goth subculture, and I think that goth is a way of thinking, a mentality, much more than anything else. What I'm going to say about elitism applies in a general sense, but I've noticed that in the goth and metal communities it's quite harsh compared to anything else. And I have some personal experience in the field. So, what is elitism? Elitism, to me, in a general sense, is a product of individuality. Therefore, it can be found in almost any subculture. When a person decides to focus on other people and their flaws instead of perfecting him or herself, that to me is elitism. Now, why is that bad? I do think that it's quite self-explanatory. Instead of focusing on yourself, how to make yourself a better person or how to be better in your own respective field, you focus all of your attention into putting other people down. By doing this, you are at least temporarily validating your insecurities. But I tend to think that it's bullshit, because you're not eliminating your insecurities, you're only postponing them. And when they do bite, they will bite quite painfully. As ironic as it might seem, I do have some experience with what one would call a goth elitist. I was in my local shop, standing in line to buy something, and let's just say that my choice of clothing resembled that of a goth person much more than it does now. This person, this elitist, self-proclaimed elitist by the way, he was standing behind me. When I turned to pay the cashier for my groceries, he just went, "You know that coat is not goth at all." I turned my head to him and simply said that it was never my intention. I just wear that coat because I love that coat. He simply scoffed and muttered the word poser, and I turned around and that was it. I've had many of these encounters with elitists in the metal community also, but most of the time it's simply a good versus bad music taste quizzes, and after some time it just doesn't even bug me anymore. What I've learned from my experience with elitists is that they're usually very sad and insecure people, and this might sound cliche, but the best way to deal with them is just to simply ignore them. There is no use in answering back or starting a discussion with them, because most of the time it will lead nowhere. The thing that I want to stress the most here is that you should never let other people dictate what you should and shouldn't be. We all make compromises concerning our appearance and other things when we want to find a job and so on, but this is very insignificant compared to your own personal sense of identity here and here. And there's no need of putting labels on yourself. Sure, they might help you create a sense of belonging, if that's your thing, but you shouldn't stress yourself over it. The main thing is just be yourself. Well, I guess that's all for today's video. I just wanted to get it out there. My name is Solas, and I thank you for watching.